everyone, I nearly forgot to unmute, but instead of forgetting, I did an awkward pause for a little bit before saying, oh, hi! Welcome to a new week of roleplay. Episode 4, everything's completely fine. Right, sure. Let's go around and say hello to everyone after these short announcements. Do check out our opening links. We have merch, we have stuff, things, social things. We're very social. We have places you can support us. Go and check those out as well. Sponsors, big thank you to Mage Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing who make this all possible. And we have discounts on websites and tweets that you can go and retweet and support the channel for free. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Oh, hi, Sammy.
Oh, hi. I'm Sammy. I'm Smaller Sam. I am playing me. And let's go around to the actual players of the game. I think I went counterclockwise, or I think I went clockwise, so I'm gonna go counterclockwise. See, I've got this down, Scrat. I have got the clockwise, counterclockwise down. Speaking of Scrat, we're gonna start with you.
I'll be playing Scott Smith. Actual nice guy. Very confused about things going on. Found a purse, seems very familiar. Can't leave the town, that was a bit freaky. But did hunt and kill a deer and brought it back and gave some of the tongue to Talia, who ate it seductively. Those are the things mainly preying on his mind at the moment. I just said that Talia was preying on his mind. That's not what I meant. Next person. Oh, hi.
But, like, she totally is. Next, we'll go to our lovely Carmen.
Hey, I'm Ray, playing Carmen, a private investigator who was trying to go on a peaceful, relaxing vacation, but now is wrapped up in all of this craziness and just trying to stay sane through it all. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens this week.
Yep. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, and then next we'll go to Loynell.
Hi, I'm Wild Engineer. I'll be playing Loyal. And Loyal is super sad because his friend is now gone, and now everyone will have to comfort him. Because this is just going to be the sad episode.
All the sads.
All the sads.
Speaking of all the sads, we'll next go to Talia.
It was a terrible bridge. I'm not sad at all. I'm moderately disturbed by the fact that on my wonderful holiday here in America, the man I've decided to make uncomfortable with my affections is probably involved in the burning of a young girl. And that's why we're stuck either in hell or a time loop. But I wouldn't call that sad. I'd call that intrigued.
Sure. Totally. And then last but certainly not least, we will go to our lovely Crystal.
Yeah, she is a bit sad because she thought she saved Mark from dying and now he's dead. So this is not, she was kind of proud, hey, I saved someone, and but she found out that Mark got killed, so it wasn't her fault technically. She didn't do anything wrong. Someone killed him, and now she's probably going on a crime solving spree. Let's see.
Who knows? I don't knows. Anyway, let us do we want to do a recap? Who wants to do the recap? Who would love to graciously volunteer to do the recap? How many do we
I'll
have?
see what I can do.
Oh, I'm so happy. I don't have to actually roll anything. Yes, please do.
Right, let's see. So I believe in last episode we went to the library, right? Went to the library, started looking up some old records where we found pictures of the school that was burnt down, and pictures of both, was it me, Lionel, and this strange e-girl inside of them. During this, we got a call from the doctor who my friend Mark who we sent my friend Mark to after food poisoning or strychnine poisoning, whichever it was, from some random steaks that actually weren't cut out from my meat shop, but are. And now Mark is dead. And let's see, after that, what did you find? Did you find anything else after that?
You didn't, but I believe that, was it Scott, Carmen, and Talia may or may not have found a dead body and heard a totally not creepy voice.
While there was a totally not creepy song playing, say totally not creepily, why did you make me do this? Yeah, no, that was fine.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, just another, well, actually, finally a Monday.
Yes. Oh, yeah. What time of day is it?
It is 9:30 a.m. Or at least that's the last thing you told us.
Yep.
And we all kind of have to believe you. It's not really optional. So 9:30 a.m.
Yep, you have to believe. And so that's where we will start. Is on Scott, Talia, and Carmen looking at this body. And I need to not get distracted by this song. This is my absolute favorite piano song.
Actually, didn't Lionel see it, and wasn't he complaining about why you were ruining a good cleaver or something? Because he was killed with a meat cleaver?
I think that might have just been, he was. I think that might have just been out of character.
I was out of character, because he was very angry about the meat cleaver.
He was.
Okay.
And so that's where we will start. And can you all roll me a spot hidden check?
As soon as I find my character sheet.
I will use free luck, and remember that thank you very much, Michael Wayne, who gifted me 1 additional luck at the beginning of the session.
Yes, and also thank you to Kelly, who I think switched her subscription type thing. I don't know what that means, but it popped up in chat.
What?
Mhm.
It hasn't popped up in chat for me.
It just says, A. Kelly converted from a Twitch Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub! Exclamation point.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. I'm going to give you a reroll anyway, Kelly.
Yeah, I don't know what it means either, but okay, let me, oh, come on. Scroll over. I need another screen. Oh, perfect. So Scrat, Talia, and Carmen all succeeded.
No, I actually failed. I didn't mean to hit it twice.
Oh, you didn't mean to hit it twice? Oh, okay, I didn't know if I missed something. Okay,
No worries.
cool. So, Scott, you have such similar names for your character and your actual name. You notice this is a very familiar body. It's perhaps the body of somebody you've seen. Talia, you'd also know this. It kind of looks like the friendly neighborhood butcher.
Lionel?
Yes.
Right. Oh, that's super weird. Looks like, or is, or like a vague resemblance, or familiar. It's exactly like him.
Yes.
I'd like to investigate further. I'd like to go close, roll the body over to make sure I can see the face clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe touch it a whole lot, make sure it's real.
Okay.
Are me and Crystal still in the doctor's office?
Yeah, so this body is found kind of near the hotel. So you and Crystal are still at the doctor's office. And you guys are waiting for the other 3 to show up.
Where near the hotel?
In front of it,
Show me on the map where the cat goes to.
right here. So like
Yep.
on the sidewalk in front of the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, so as you poke it, it's fleshy and it's cold.
While he's touching the body, I really like being able to say that. While Scott is touching the body, I'd really rather just look around to see if I can see the person we heard, even though I'm pretty sure it's a ghost. I want to look for her anyway.
Okay. Can you make me a spot hidden check?
Yeah.
So, as you look around, you don't see her.
Probably a good thing.
I'm gonna go walk up to Scott and kind of lean down over the body as well.
Okay.
It's Lionel, Carmen.
Lionel. But how?
I don't know. But look at him. It's him.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I
Is
don't
that his
think
own meat cleaver?
I don't think it's real. I mean, how could he be? How could this be? Right? This can't be. So, gotta be not real.
But, I mean, I'm gonna poke it when I say this. It feels pretty darn real to me, Talia. What do you mean it's not real if it's right here in front of us?
We just saw him and it will sort of... Yeah, we're gonna have to touch the body. It didn't just happen.
I'm gonna sort of like lower my voice to calm it. She's young. This could be difficult.
Fair enough. Well, one of us at least has to go and try to meet up with where Loinel and Crystal are to see if Loinel's even still there. Maybe something happened and they jumped time, or if he's not there, then this is actually him. And if he is there, then what is this? And we've got to get some sort of answers. So I feel like we all need to regroup.
I agree. Talia, is your phone working?
It was, yeah. I can try calling Crystal.
That'd be a good idea.
I will attempt to call my Aunt Crystal.
Was my phone working? I think it did, right? Yeah, I could look at pictures.
But we didn't have any search bars in the Googles.
Yeah, so you open your phone, or I guess you turn on your phone, and you dial your aunt. And Crystal, you hear your phone start ringing.
I'm a bit like, what is because it has rung for a long time. she will look at the display, probably see Talia's number and answer. Talia, yeah.
Oh, Crystal. Okay, first things first. Are you alone? Is Loinel with you?
He's standing. I assume he's still standing next to me.
Yes, I would have told you otherwise.
Okay.
He's here.
Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna put the phone down a bit. Okay, so it's not real because Loinel's with Crystal. Yeah,
Get her
not
to
real.
get her to touch him and make sure that he's real.
Okay, Aunt Crystal, touch Lionel, but not inappropriately. That's my thing.
What is happening?
Just touch him.
Please put me on speaker, and I'll put on speakerphone here.
I'll put her on speaker.
And I will put on speaker and just look at Lionel. They asked me to touch you. I have no idea what is happening, but I will give him the poking the shoulder just to see. And I guess he's there.
Poking me.
Okay, Lionel,
Guys,
we might
what's
have
happening?
some bad news for you. Have you got a twin brother or young-looking relative who looks very remarkably like you?
Not that I know of.
Well, we've got one.
Not a live one.
Not a live one.
Oh, I'm gonna try, even though I don't have... I did have a landing page, I just didn't have a search bar. I'm gonna try and take a picture with my phone and send it to my aunt.
Yeah. So you take a picture, and Crystal, you get a picture of a dead Loinel.
I will look at it and not show to Lionel if he wants to see it, just to be at least some kind of sensible. Okay, that really looks like you.
Everything about it's right. The clothing, hair,
It looks completely like you, at least from the picture. Guys, where are you?
Where exactly are we, Carmen?
We're on the sidewalk in front of the hotel.
Don't move. We will come your way because we found something. Mark got killed.
Yeah.
He didn't die a natural way. Someone suffocated him. So, I'll just mic out, looking at Lionel. Are you sure you want to come with me, looking at yourself?
If I may interject, I think we should all stick together. If people are getting asphyxiated and dead, and people are killing people who look like Lionel, I sure would like us all together.
Okay, stay where you are. We will come around. Should be. It's a few minutes walk, right, from the doctor to the hotel. When I look at the map, it shouldn't be too far.
Nothing is far.
Nope, nothing is far. It's a small town. But yeah, no, it's like literally like it's you have the doctor, the candle maker, and then the hotel. Most importantly, the candle maker, though.
The candle maker. Before we leave, I will also just take a second to look at Lionel. I know this is extra weird, but are you okay about Mark? Do you need like a timeout or something like that? I know it's not usual for most people to see.
I don't even know at this point. I mean, Mark's dead. Apparently, I'm dead.
Luckily,
maybe it's all my fault, anyways. Maybe it's for the best.
It's not, and you're still here. I would just hook myself under his arm and just like pat his arm, just like a bit awkwardly, like what the hell should I do? And then we will take a walk towards the hotel if Lionel is following.
Yeah, I'm following. I'll let you lead me.
Okay. And so you guys walk out the doctor's office to taking a left, walking past the candle maker to the hotel, where you see 3 people standing over a body. And you guys hadn't noticed. There was a lot of other distractions, but it's now gotten dark, like nighttime.
While we were waiting for them to meet up with us, did anyone pass us on the street? Did anyone give us a weird look? Did we get noticed by anybody?
No.
I mean, I know you said it was dark, but what time does my phone say it is? Because we've been shown time and darkness don't necessarily coincide.
Yeah, so you look at your phone and it's 8 o'clock p.m. It's the same date. Because I figure that was what you were going to ask me right after.
You must be psychic.
I know.
So Lionel comes walking up as well. I just want to elbow Scott in the ribs and go, see? Not real.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's fine. Everything is fine.
And Lionel, do you look at this body? Or are you actively avoiding it?
Not avoiding it per se, but definitely like a couple steps back, so I'm not like up close to it, just so it's like in the distance. I'm wary of it, very wary.
Yeah, and this definitely looks like this has a lot of resemblance to you. And because you're looking at a dead version of yourself, can you make me a sanity check?
I'm a butcher. I see dead stuff all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you're keeping your distance. You're good. You got this.
I'm not sure from last episode it was obvious how he died.
It was a meat cleaver?
Was
Yeah,
it? Oh,
so-
oh, that I forgot that part. Okay.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, or you guys can see this now, there's a lot of hack marks in this back. And in one of the marks, there is a meat cleaver.
It was embedded in his spine, according to my notes.
Yep, it was embedded right around his spine.
Yeah.
Then I will not even waste any time and effort to find out how he died, because it looks quite obvious. I would probably try to stand in between Lionel and the body, just that he also doesn't get a clear view on it.
I was gonna just Lionel touch the body and we see if one of them winks out of existence.
Looks like we've got a nerf.
I really think
Just a tiny tear in the fabric of space-time reality. Just a small one.
I mean, is that smart though? What if something drastic happens and we're all
More drastic than what's been happening so far.
Well, I'm just afraid of the party splitting again and there being another loop and then we're all alone.
I'm with Carmen on this one.
Can I see the cleaver? Can someone bring me the cleaver?
How stuck is it? Can I pull the cleaver out of the spine?
honestly, I wouldn't let you. I would step forward and I will probably pull out one of my t-shirts just to pull it out, to clean it off as best as I can with a bit of water. And I know it's from criminal thinking wise, it's stupid, but she would do that because she's now more focused that Lionel is not getting really bloody.
Scott would actually take Talia by the shoulders. He imagines that this is having an effect on her. She's a young, impressionable person, and she's going to have connected with him. So he's going to try and be comforting. Not really used to doing this, but he understands the principle. So he just rests
awkwardly
his hands on
comforting.
shoulders. Yeah, just hands on shoulders. You know,
like while you're standing behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just sort of. There's a nice Cheshire cat grin towards my aunt.
I will not even. I will carefully hand over the cleaver to Lionel. Is that one of yours?
I don't know. Is the cleaver mine? Is it like?
Yeah, you've spent enough time with your tools to know that this is like a professional grade meat cleaver. You're probably the only person in town that would have it.
No, I would know my knives.
I am tempted that we go back to your shop and see if it's missing or whatever happened there, if we can see something there.
But what should we do with other me?
That is a very good question. Should we call the doctor maybe, that he can pick up it? Oh, I don't even know how to explain that to the doctor.
Yeah. Does someone want to keep watch over other me?
Wait, we are splitting up?
The thing is, we don't want to split up, but we can't just stand here and staring at the body.
Take him away. Or don't take him away. But we can't send someone to go get the doctor if you want to stay with the don't split the party.
Well, if our phones are working, somebody might just be able to call him and he can meet us here. At least to check it out first before we move it.
I like that. But do we want to be showing people this?
You know they're just gonna act like nothing weird is happening, right?
Exactly, right? Every time we show this town anything weird, they just act like everything's completely normal.
Well, whoever keeps doing this is obviously mad and obviously wants to show us some sort of sign, because 2 people are now dead in a pretty gruesome fashion. That's some serious anger to embed a cleaver into somebody's spine. That takes some
Can you really say he's dead when he's also standing here?
What if, Do you know, I reckon that Look. Lionel has a twin, right?
Not that I know of.
But you clearly do.
To be fair, you don't know a lot of things about yourself.
Like a twin that has my same clothes and...
The way I see it, maybe this time loopery, we've been starting off in a different place every time, right? What if there's more than one of us? What if we're doing the same thing that we were doing yesterday around the town today, and we're avoiding each other because we keep doing different things?
the first reset, Crystal and I were on the train again.
Yep.
And I was back in my hotel room where I woke up.
It was every time after that first reset, we didn't start over where we started.
Right.
Maybe we should do, the way I see it, maybe we should look around the town for other versions of us, but that'll be difficult because we can't split up. The only other person I've seen who's got a twin is that doctor. Maybe the doctor knows more than he's letting on.
I don't really want to go back to that doctor.
At least
Talia's go on.
the medical doctor, honestly, was really disturbed by Mark dying. And at least he seems quite freaked out by a dead person in his office. He never had that before, except probably maybe one dying from old age. So
He also didn't seem freaked out by the running, the slamming, the pocket dimension next to his office, and a dead girl in his waiting room.
he didn't see the dead girl.
And as Talia's like leaning in, Scott is assuming she's finding this comforting, so it's almost not quite a hug, but you know, awkward.
And Lionel is a little fed up, so he walks over to the body and picks it up and starts walking to the body.
Yes!
Maybe we should go and check. I'm not saying that Mark's alive. I'm not saying that anything like that. But maybe we should go and check out the groceries as well.
Sure.
If there's 2 Lionels, why not 2 Marks? Why not 2 Talias?
Oh, that would be great. I mean, that would be weird.
That would be horrible. I love you dearly, but we don't need 2 Talias around here.
I am going to take that as a compliment.
Are you all following Lionel?
Yes.
I will
Well,
definitely follow Lionel.
I'm waiting to make sure Scott's also moving before I follow Lionel.
Lionel, what did you say you were going to do? I'm sorry.
He picked himself up.
We just walk over to the body, pick it up, and I start walking towards the butcher
Okay.
shop.
Okay. You walk over to the body, you pick it up, and you walk over to the butcher shop. Can you all make me spot hidden checks?
Just before we do go, Scott will say to Talia, "Is everything okay? Are you okay?"
I think the only correct answer is, Scott, that nothing is okay.
I know, but you don't. I mean, you usually, this hug. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. So is that not what people say? Check that you're okay.
Yeah, it is. But usually people lie and say that everything is okay, but we're past the point of lying about being okay, I think.
Okay, well, that's
Good instincts.
good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
Yeah. Thanks. It means a lot that you're checking in with me.
Good. Great. Let's carry on with the group before we end up in here alone.
Yes, that would be terrible.
If I guess Carmen is probably right or next to me, and we are behind Lionel. Crystal is giggling about what happened in the back.
Carmen's following along, just like slowly rubbing her temples and like looking up and seeing the dead body, and then just like looking down and rubbing her temples again.
I think my roll of 90 makes perfect sense considering how distracted I am right now. I have something far more interesting to play with.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yes.
Scott, did you also want to roll a spot hidden check?
Scott also mildly distracted.
Yeah.
Not for the
Okay.
same reason, but for the same person.
For the same reason, but not for the... Yeah.
Yeah, for the same reason,
Okay.
but not in the same way.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. You guys make it to the the eye. You guys make it to the butcher shop. Okay.
But yeah, can you, I don't know, leave yourself here? Because we wanted to check out the grocers, right? See if we had 2 marks. Or 1 mark and, 1 bear twin? Time looped alive one?
Maybe we just sit down for a second and give, especially Lionel, a few minutes to breathe before we move on.
Sure.
Crystal, maybe you should take Talia here, and I'm gonna like almost try and like pass Talia off.
I'll
Approach.
go over to my aunt with a look back and a wink.
I will give her just a quick squeeze,
Oh,
and she will have to go through that if she likes it or not. And Lionel, do you have a place you can put him in a separate room where we don't have to look at the body the whole time?
I have a body bag in my pack.
Do we even want to know why?
Didn't I tell everyone last
God,
week?
talk to me.
I am a bounty hunter after all.
Okay.
If we want to get him out of sight, Lionel, I can take him from you. You shouldn't have to deal with this.
Yeah, I would guess, Carmen, Talia, maybe you make a tea for Lionel, and Scott, we just take care of the body.
Wild, you're muted.
I'll go see if I can find something to drink for Lionel in the fridge.
Yeah, at that time, I'm gonna take off my jacket and take the halter that I have for my 2 guns and take it off and fashion it, like rebuckle it and put it around my leg so I can holster my gun on my leg now instead of under my jacket.
Okay.
While you all... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna tell you, I was like, I'm gonna take the body round back. That's where all the meats go. So
You really
follow
want
me
to
there.
put that with the meat?
You shouldn't. We should just
I mean,
honestly set it
you
down.
can't really access behind the counter through the front.
Would you,
We shouldn't.
look, I know... Would anyone object to me, cutting it open? Making sure it's real?
Honestly, I would like to do that because I know how to deal with the body properly. You are probably more used to doing things like Lionel.
This is the moment I walk back into the room. Really? Scott normally does things like Lionel?
But yeah, I would say really, Lionel, if you just trust God and me, we will just figure something out. You really shouldn't deal with this. It's crazy enough that we let you carry it here.
I'll hand Lionel his drink. I have no idea what you have in your fridge. I just grabbed something from your fridge.
Talia, why don't you make some tea, please?
Because that takes longer and I want to know what you're doing. But fine, I will go make tea.
Maybe Carmen wants to keep you company. She looks like she could use a cup of tea as well.
That is probably true. I will, after I hand Lionel whatever this was in his fridge, I will also go make tea.
And I would probably try to like move Lionel carefully into the direction of the other 2, like follow them.
I'm still holding the body, right? I mean,
Then I would try to have you set it down on the floor carefully.
I'll put the body down by at the delivery door, and y'all can do what you want with it. How about that?
We will be sensible with it. Just go with the others, take a drink or 2, and we will join you in a second.
All right. Transferring a body from person to person ain't exactly easy.
Do you take a sip of your drink, Lionel?
Not yet. I
I'm
didn't.
gonna ask how much experience you have transferring bodies from person to person.
Oh yeah, I'm a butcher. Do you know how
Bodies.
much a cow weighs?
Oh, Lionel, I hope you don't mind. I bought a deer back from the forest. I just started butchering it. I used your tools.
Scott, it has to go to the inspector before I can put it into my shop.
Yeah, but we can still eat it, right?
Yes. Just can't sell it.
That's fair enough. That's a bit of venison. We can have that all to ourselves.
So, am I taking this back, or is one of you picking this up for me?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
I will try to help as best as I can.
Then I
Good
just-
object work.
I'm just shaking my head as they're struggling with this thing.
And at this point, what is it? Carmen, Crystal, and Loinel, you all notice that there is a shadowy figure that goes across one of the hallways. And just as quickly as it came, disappeared. Can you all make me sanity rolls, please?
I will do the sanity. Did you really mean me because I'm with Scott, or did you mean Talia?
Sorry, this was before you all split up.
Okay, then totally fine.
Yeah,
So, but sanity rolls for everyone, or only for the 3 that saw the shadow?
the 3 that saw the shadow. Oh, this is great.
Goodness.
Can you all take 2 sanity loss? You all may continue now. That was my slight interruption.
Did you both see the shadow?
It was there. But it's gone again?
It's in the... Was the shadow in the... It's in my shop, right?
Yes.
So, I'm just gonna start following the shadow at this point.
Okay. You follow
It's in-
the shadow.
He's
Yeah.
not going alone.
So you follow.
And I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. So you 2 go out, and essentially the shadow is in the main part of the store.
Yeah, no, I'm not staying behind alone, and I wasn't allowed to stay with Scott and Crystal. So I'm
Okay.
unhappily trailing behind them because I am not staying anywhere by myself.
Yeah, it's not there. There's nothing there. Are you sure? Are you sure that it was actually a shadow, or are you guys just seeing things?
Just gonna look around, see if there's anything more out of the ordinary or more normal.
Do you want to make me a spot hidden check, please?
No, but I will.
And can you guys remind me, did you roll it already? Is it
Yeah.
just, oh, there we go. Okay. Scott and Crystal are taking the body, right? Where are you guys taking the body again?
Wherever there's a place we can lay it down, I guess, and that is not in prominent view if someone enters the store.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had things pictured in my head correctly. So you do notice that you're like the little, I'm assuming you'd have one of those like bells on the door or some like to let you know that people are coming in the store or coming in the shop. It does look like it was like it is moving a little bit, not enough to actually make a noise, but it is moving a little bit. But is that just like from when you guys came in, or is it from something else you don't know? But you definitely are not entirely sure that what its origin is from.
How broken was the door from when Scott broke in?
That's right. I
quite
forgot that stuff.
surgically removed, actually.
The door is intact, you just don't have a lock.
Yeah, I just drilled the lock out. That's all. I mean.
Yeah. So the door is completely intact. The knob part of the door is there. It's the lock part that was drilled out.
I mean, we can just screw that in about an inch below. That's okay.
So y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw it leave too?
I didn't see anything other than the shop bell doing its thing.
Well, I didn't see a thing.
I mean, Scott and Crystal aren't there, right?
Yeah.
You saw that, Carmen?
I did. And did it look like the shadow when I saw the shadow of the little girl run previously, or was it taller? Did it look like a shadow I had seen before?
You wouldn't be able to tell. It was very quick.
Okay. Well, there's been shadows everywhere lately, it seems, and I don't know what it all means. And I feel like we're missing something. I feel like there's a huge thing in front of our noses that we're missing. It can't just all be meaningless. These things can't be happening for no reason. Especially if they're surrounded with you and now partially Scott. I mean, there's gotta be something going on that we're just not seeing.
I mean, I just carried my dead body over here, so.
Yeah, which I'm very surprised you're doing okay. Are you doing okay? Are you holding up all right?
I honestly don't know at this point. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's my fault.
Well, I wouldn't feel that way until we have some proof to back it up.
Yeah, it might still be Scott's fault.
It could be
And
Scott's fault.
As Talia says this, and she takes a sip of her drink. Talia, for some reason, this drink is a little off balance.
Right.
And take a sip, and you look back down. You notice there's a gold coin at the bottom of your glass.
I'm just gonna put my hand in front of the little, so the other two don't see it, and just... They're very busy with each other. I'm just gonna try and fish out that gold coin.
And you manage to do so.
I'm going to carefully pocket that and look at it better later.
Okay, sounds good.
Carmen, are you okay though? I mean, you had a few shaky moments yesterday and today, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I've been better. I'm just really confused, to be honest, and in that confusion, I'm just a little shaken. I've dealt with a lot. I've dealt with people of all shapes and colors and sizes and creeds, and I've never experienced anything quite like this, and it's just, I'm not really sure how to react at times, which I think could be fair, but I'm trying to put the pieces together. I'm really trying to figure out what's going on, because seeing Loinel's dead body and him carrying it back to his own shop that was really, really heavy. And I don't want another loop to happen or lose track of time and we turn around and we find someone else's dead body somewhere.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, to be fair, we did just lose another 10 hours.
With seemingly no interaction of time. It just
gone.
We look and we notice and it's gone and it's changed, which is a little bit weird as well. But I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of excited to see if it's today again or tomorrow. when it becomes light.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be yesterday.
Or
Hopefully.
yesterday. We can actually, by now, go back to the day before yesterday. Start at the 18th again.
I mean, how are you doing, Talia? You're not even supposed to be here.
Yeah. Well, apparently, technically, neither are you, but, yeah, no, it's, very strange. I don't know, as long as I accept the fact that I've gone completely insane and none of this is real and I'm probably locked in a padded room somewhere, and that's not that bad. Just ride out the fantasy until the pills kick in.
How truly ironic would it be if that was just all of us and we were all in our own padded room somewhere and this is just a crazy dream?
How old are you again, Talia?
How would you tell, though? I'm 17 on most of my papers.
And you think this is fine? Is it gonna be whatever?
I may have had a few interesting hobbies where strange things, nothing like this, but, you know, wouldn't be my first bad trip.
Well, to be fair, if we all make it out of this, whatever this is, are we all even going to be okay? What happens after?
I'm pretty sure if I do make it to the end of this one, I might actually have to try and stay clean. Because this is fucked up.
And at this point, we will pan over to two people who are carrying a dead body. Crystal and Scott, what are you guys doing? Aside from carrying a dead body.
Scott is going into professional mode. He knows how to handle dead bodies. This is fine. Crystal clearly knows what she's doing with the body, so we can be nice and professional about this. The body part, at least. And that means that Scott can launch into the following line of questioning. So what exactly is going on with Talia? She seems like real teenage, you know? Like, is that something I need to worry about? I mean...
Well, honestly, she is teenager, but you don't have to really worry about. It's just her playing her little games and trying to enjoy herself, which is weird in this time, but I'm glad that she's hanging in at the moment. But if you're getting uncomfortable, just give me a sign if I'm there.
Huh. Okay.
Remember, she's a teenager.
Yep.
She is quite grown up for her age, and she's seen quite a bit, but
Imagine just handing you like a different butcher's knife, like.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah, I mean, I was just comforting for a second there, but the look back and wink. I mean, has she not got like a boyfriend or something back home?
Not that I know of. So much appreciated that you try to make sure she's fine, but just keep baby distance. Teenagers.
Yeah.
But don't worry, No, I will not say she knows boundaries. She probably knows, but she ignores them, so...
I mean, okay, well, I mean, so long as you're in the know as well, and, it's not something that you're blind to, then cool, I guess.
It's, but thank you for keeping an eye on her when I was gone.
It feels a lot like walking the line, keeping an eye on her against, whatever it is she's got going on.
Believe me, it's, this whole trip is more like getting her out of sight for a bit from home, so... But she's a good girl in the end, so... Don't worry too much, except worry about all of us, because honestly, this is so weird. And
how rude of me. Here I am talking about my concerns. How are you?
Surprisingly well, which is not a good sign, but I can't find a way to explain what is happening, so my brain goes into, as you said, professional mode. I'm just storing information and trying to figure out a picture.
That makes a lot of sense, I guess.
But how are you? How was your time off in the woods? Except successful hunting?
We're trapped, Crystal. We can't get out. I walked west, I came to completely normal. I walked north, I came to completely normal. I walked south, southwest, southeast, east, west, northwest, you name it. I always come back to completely normal. I don't do well feeling trapped. Feels like the walls are closing in. It's not so bad here because there's a lot of space, but...
It's still bad if you can't leave.
Right?
Did you tell the others?
Not really. I didn't want to trouble a teenager with my issues.
We'll figure something out. At least we're not alone in this insanity. We have each other. Although I'm really worried for Lionel at the moment, and Carmen is fighting as well.
I feel so bad for Lionel. First his friend's gone, then himself. And, I mean, I was trying to play it cool, but I didn't realize all this stuff was going down when I busted his door, you know? I mean, I should try and fix that, probably.
I think that is the smallest issue at the moment, but we should, take care of it afterwards.
You know, I mean, people like having locked doors, you know?
Usually, I think he's not the one locking up doors usually, so... I can't even imagine how it would be waking up to someone telling me I wasn't even growing up here. I'm like a stranger coming in later, but I have memories. It's
real strange.
Really strange. And biggest question I have is, why are we stuck? Just us, no one else. Because we don't have a connection with each other. Well, next to me and Talia, but we never met before. None of us, so... As I said, I can't make sense out of this at the moment, so...
Honestly, I stopped even trying. When we went into that house that weren't there, and we all saw different things... I mean, I found this. I mean... He pulls the purse out and hands it to Crystal. It seems real familiar, but damned if I can tell you why.
And nothing in there is yelling a name for you?
License and all of that are there, but the names and faces are all mysteriously scrubbed out as if they've been burnt or something.
Someone really doesn't want us finding out.
And you guys have been working at this for a while, and the rest of you have been just searching around, trying to figure this all out, and a few hours have gone past. A few more hours. And you guys notice that the sun is starting to rise. And that bell rings. And a blonde teenager walks in. Lionel, are you in here?
Is there someone walking in the back where we are?
It's the front.
So where they are, or were they upstairs?
It's. I believe they were in the shop.
Yeah.
So it'd be where they were.
Good.
It's kind of just somebody.
Not me and Vicky's problem. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
We are still trying to figure out if it's a real body and if it's really Lionel and if he was really cleaved to death or...
Honestly, you'll probably notice that Scott is less concerned with the body now and more just concerned with making sure that Crystal's okay, making sure she's aware of what Talia's doing, and then maybe getting some sort of... He's only thinking about, like, us all being okay.
I don't know what you mean. Talia's not doing anything.
Right, so Lionel, probably out of force of habit, just goes into customer service mode. He's like, "Yes, hi. How are you doing?
Yeah,
you
I'm
come
gonna
in
go
here to
stand slightly between her and you.
today."
She says, "Oh, I'm doing well. I was just wondering when are you going to get like your next batch of meat in? I and this is somebody that you do recognize. You don't exactly know who she is, but you do recognize her. You also do get like quite a few customers."
She's like, "Well, like I'm aging some. Yeah, I've got some beef aging in the back. I give that about another week or so. I've still got some of the ground up meat. I got sausages. Can always do some chicken up quick for you. So that's something you prefer. What kind of what are you looking to cook up?"
Just some beef. I just you know how much I love your beef. Why not?
That's
right. That's Talia's reaction as well. You know how much I like your beef, Lionel.
I know. Working in a meat shop, it's always all the innuendos running around. Hey,
Yeah.
my name's Lionel. So.
Yeah. And you could see like this girl's very nervous. It's a teenager. Just think Sam in teenage form. That's pretty much what she's gonna be like. I didn't see you at the farmers market on Sunday. I mean, you were there in the beginning, and then you just disappeared all day. And I just, what happened? Are you okay? Is everything all right? It's very unlike you to just disappear like that, Lionel.
Does she sound like a certain teenager that murdered someone with a meat cleaver in an alley?
If you wanna find out, you could go ahead and make me a listen check.
That is not one of my good ones. I don't listen to anyone.
I know you don't.
Oh, I do!
Do you want to go ahead and re-roll that for me?
No!
Oh.
Ah, you're the worst. That was so
The entire time,
good.
too, Carmen is just standing behind them, intently staring at this girl with, like, her hand on her holster. Like, she's not messing around.
Okay. You can't tell, Talia.
No, obviously, I can't.
And, Carmen, are you doing this in a way to where she would know that you're holding your hand on your holster, or are you doing this in a more stealthy way?
It's a more casual way. Like, I want to be, like, staring directly at her, but kind of leaning on the counter with my hand just at the top of the holster. It's not touching the gun, not touching anything crazy, but within a very short reach if anything was to go awry.
Okay. I know this isn't your intention, but I can intimidate check.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So as she's talking to Lionel, she just glances over, sees what you're doing, and she's an anxious mess. And you see she very much just takes a step back away from you and just is very uncomfortable. And she's like, I was just checking up to see what happened.
Oh, just throws Lionel off. It was just a small family friends emergency. That happens from time to time. Tell you what, why don't you just tell me what you're trying to cook, and I can we can go through the process. We could select the meats. I can help you with get some herbs and spices. We can even look up a few recipes. How's that
I
sound?
mean, it's just my normal Saturday steak cooking. I just wanted to grill some steak, and I just wanted to know if you had any fresh beef. And if not, I'll come back later. I'll come back on another day. It's okay. And she very suddenly just like leaves.
Carmen, go follow her. This is your thing.
After she sips out, does she go left or right?
She goes. Hold on. Let me consult my map.
Okay.
She goes to the right.
Can
She goes towards the hotel and everything.
Okay.
said this
Can
was
I
Saturday.
wait until she is away from the window view and then just look out the door? Not necessarily following her, but I just kind of want to look to see if she looks like she's running away or casually walking. I just want to kind of get her demeanor.
Okay, can you make me a spot hidden check? What were you saying, Lionel?
She said this was Saturday, right?
Hey, Talia, what day did I say?
No,
Oh.
it is. You said Monday, but the girl was talking about her Saturday roast that apparently steak cooking that apparently
yeah,
she didn't look for. But today, last time I looked at my phone, it was a Monday.
Okay, thank you.
But I have to check again anyway now that the
Okay,
death happened.
Yeah, so she said that she's okay. So she said that she's gonna cook over the weekend on Saturday.
Okay.
She's just, trying to get her beef ahead of time, be a responsible adult, and get her groceries beforehand.
So with that, I want to look into my ledger and see if I could find this repeated roast that's apparently bought every Saturday or for every Saturday.
And yeah, you see that there is somebody that comes in every week to buy a roast for their Saturday meal. And you remember that she does this.
Is there a name?
No, you're not the best at keeping track of names. So you just figure you'll remember there's not that many people in town. Why should you have to write down their name? Just like blonde girl or whatever descriptors. Also, you're not entirely sure you ever got her name. And Carmen, as you look out, you do see somebody who is just casually strolling and turns that corner to the main street, or from the main street to the other main street, so towards the school. But you just see that like back of them. You assume it was her. It was probably her, right? It should be her.
I'm going to just wave my hand in to kind of at least not say anything verbally because I don't want her to maybe hear me, but just get whoever may be looking at me's attention to like notify them that I'm gonna try to sneak and follow her and just kind of make another move to look around a corner to see, is she going to the school or where she's going? Just trying to figure out where she's heading to now.
I obviously take that as a signal to sneak out with her.
Okay, perfect. Real quick, thank you to Potato Hollow for gifting a sub.
Thank you! That's 80 subs Tater has gifted in the channel. 80.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I know I cannot call him the Subfather. He does not like that title. But he does have a title pending that we will think of.
That's, yeah. My heart. Anyway, not to detract from this very heartfelt story. You go out and can you make me a stealth check? Can both of you actually make me stealth checks?
I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay, so Carmen, you're going and you like kind of like trip out the door and then catch yourself a little bit and you're good. You got this.
Hang on, I was muted, but I asked if I even have a reroll.
You do have a reroll.
You do have a reroll, but you also only need 2 luck to make that a success.
Yeah, I was gonna spend a luck then. It's probably easier. I have a fair amount of stealth. I'll use 2 luck to make that a success.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys both go with Talia kind of trailing behind Carmen. And as you guys go to turn the corner, she's nowhere to be seen.
That figures.
Yeah. You do know who your DM is, right?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to check.
I'm just gonna turn around because I didn't know that Talia snuck out behind me. I just kept going. So I'm gonna turn around and kind of go, oh.
Hi! No going off alone, remember?
But she's gone.
Yeah, I know. It matches with the fact that this place is locked up. Do you think?
Let's go back to the shop before something crazy happens and I just start screaming. And I'm just gonna start walking towards the shop again with like almost stomping.
I will follow her again.
I think in the shop, Lionel will be maybe doing his usually his honing and sharpening of his knives, because that's very repetitive, one of those kind of calming things, just to see if it can help him jog his own memory.
Okay. And you didn't ask for this, but can you make me a sanity check?
Me or?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, you,
Okay.
Lionel. Okay, that's fine. I was going to give you back sanity because I feel like this would help Lionel a lot to just kind of sit there and think. Yeah, and you can do that. And you kind of just sit there, sharpening your knives and just kind of thinking about the fact that, like, you do remember this girl and you have very fond feelings and you would assume very fond memories of her. And you just can't place, like, you know her name. You've interacted with her many times before, but you don't know why you can't remember. Probably has to do with the fact that, like, you've kind of been in with all the stuff that's happened. And speaking of things that have happened, what's up with this dead body that you saw that looked like you? Like, oh boy. Things are definitely changing around here. You've been here for 32 years. Nothing like this has ever happened. And I think about that time, Scott and Crystal will have been done with the body.
Was it real? Did it have, heart, lungs,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot that's that was your whole point.
We're just cutting it up as a matter of course, we don't actually try to learn anything. Just
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of creepy, but okay, sure. Yeah, it had yes, you guys are like dissecting it, right?
Scott,
I'm not cutting it up.
I'm not sure how Crystal would have been, but Scott would have wanted to be quite thorough in making sure it had all the bits.
Crystal would have probably tried to do the normal job with not normal tools, so it would be a bit interesting for her because she doesn't have a usual setup, but really trying to figure out if everything is normal and also double checking if the obvious reason is the reason why twin Lionel died.
Okay. So you guys, as you examine the body, it does have all of the things you would expect. It has a heart, it has a lung, it has 2 lungs, it has lungs, not a lung. And, 10 fingers, 10 toes, hack marks in the back. And as you go, you can see that some of these marks did hit vital organs. This was definitely, it doesn't take an expert to realize this was definitely the reason that Lionel, or Lionel's twin, as apparently we're calling twin Lionel, died.
I would share with Scott whatever I see, find all the obvious stuff. So, not helpful at all what I'm finding.
Not helpful, but it does, at least we've got a solid answer. Is another question that's crossed out at least.
Yeah. And then I will take my time to close everything back up.
Crystal, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old is this body? I mean, does it look like it's had... I mean, I don't know if Lionel's a drinker, but does the liver look slightly used? Does it look brand new? Could there be anything weird going on with this thing? Or does it seem completely normal?
Sammy, I suspect the second one looks completely normal, except the gashes and it's being slaughtered.
Yep.
Damn it.
I see nothing unusual. It just looks like someone of Lionel's age should look like, except obviously being slaughtered.
Clutching at straws now. I can feel my sanity dripping out my ears.
This body doesn't make any sense with Lionel's being right next door. And he was with me the whole time. Which is a lie. I was on my own for a while when I think about it, because when I did the autopsy on Mark, he was sitting outside. And oh god, we need to figure out what happened. Who killed Mark? Someone suffocated him with a pillow.
Suffocated
overnight.
him with a pillow?
Yeah. The doc found him in the morning, and the weirdest thing, he was on, like, the monitors where you get the heartbeats and all the nice stuff. They didn't give a sign that he died. They went on.
What the hell?
So, and the doctor was freaked out about it. He was really nervous and didn't know what to make out of it, because if not, I doubt I would have been able to just look at the body.
I don't know what to make of this.
Me neither. It makes no sense.
And Scott, can you make me a listen check? Also, can you make me a sanity check?
There it is. I thought that was coming.
Yeah, one of each, please.
I fail my sanity check.
Mm-hmm.
And my listen check, I also failed that.
Okay. Cool.
Is that
perfect?
Two sanity damage, I see?
I called it sanity.
Oh my god, that's the new thing.
That's the new thing. We got 70 damage.
Oh my god.
Damage.
Yeah. Oh boy. You want to reroll? Oh, you're not going to get the listen. Never mind. Okay.
You've got a 1 in 5 chance. You're not going to get
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So as you guys are...
Should we bury this or something?
I would say at the moment, you said you have a body bag. I'm still irritated by that, to be honest, but that's the least weird thing probably at the moment.
Listen, look, I can try and come clean as much as I can. I'm a bounty hunter. I hunt bounties. Usually of dangerous people, the sort of people you can't, safely.
So plan A, to bring them in alive. Plan B, if that doesn't work, bring them in the bag.
Pretty much.
Well, at least we have someone who knows how to kill if we need it.
I'd prefer not to.
Which is good to know.
Who has the knife?
Crystal, I was passing all the tools to Crystal, right?
I had all the tools.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
hang
I
on.
mean the
meat cleaver.
the meat cleaver.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Lionel.
Okay, Lionel has it.
Lionel
Okay.
has it.
I would
And I'm
say,
currently sharpening it.
oh god.
Oh, great.
I would say let's put the body in the body bag, at least for a time. Would Lionel have something like a cool room or something like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. The freezer will be
You
back
should,
here.
Ryan.
There's an aging room.
Oh, we need some place where it's freezing.
Probably not a freezer, but more like just a controlled temp room. Because we don't freeze our meats. It's all fresh.
Damn it. Well, we can put it in the cool room.
Yeah, at least for a tiny bit, and then we should
Although
see how the others are doing.
maybe we should check in with Lionel before we do that. I mean, we might spoil his meat. I know everything's going crazy right now, but man's business is a man's business.
True.
I'll
And-
lean through, and I'll just go up to the door and just lean through and be like, is the customer still in the room?
No, she's gone.
Lionel, can we put the body in your cold room back there?
Keep it in a bag. I guess we can go to the market, get some ice.
We want to go to the grocery store anyhow to see if the twin mark is there.
I'll go and put the bag in the thing, get it done, get it out of the way so we can regroup and get on with things.
Yeah.
Did Scott get in there while Carmen and I were outside? Would he have noticed that we're gone?
Oh yeah, probably would have done.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just Lionel on the store right now.
Yeah, this is true.
He'll let Crystal deal with that problem though.
Not surprised.
So, because I believe Carmen and Talia went back to the store. Is that right?
After
Yeah.
a minor freak out by Carmen and a lot of stomping, apparently.
Yeah. So as you guys get back to the store, and Scott and Crystal put the bag in the freezer, or the cooling room. I'm sorry. Apologies. Is there anything else you guys want to do here?
So many things, none of them appropriate.
Crystal would just have a look around at everyone, just trying to figure out how is everyone doing. Probably since Talia and Carmen are back, At least standing close to Talia, which will annoy her. I know she doesn't care.
That's lovely.
How does Lionel look?
He's going through the motions.
Okay.
If he's not sharpening his knives anymore, he's probably prepping some meat, working display case.
And Lionel, can you make me a history check?
Yeah.
As you're prepping this meat, you remember this girl a little bit more. You remember you went to high school with this girl. And you were friends with her. Something happened. You're not entirely sure what. And as you're thinking about all of this, that's when you hear footsteps come in. Except,
I immediately look up.
yeah, nobody's there. In fact, you can't see any of the people that were in your store before.
So it's just me.
It's just you. And your store fades away. You feel a sharp pain in your back. And then again. And again. And you hear somebody crying. And she just says, why? Why? We were such good friends. Why would you do this? God damn it, why would you make me do this, Lionel? I didn't want to have to do this. But you left me no choice. And the room comes back. Your friends come back. You're back in your butcher's shop.
I actually smell something burning in my room, so I'll be right back.
That sounds pretty serious.
It does.
Yeah.
Did we see Lionel like pace out or something like that?
Well, he looked like he was in the zone, doing his thing.
I think at some point I would stop and try to feel with my hand my back where that pain was.
You feel scars.
Everything okay, Lionel?
Oh, just, back pain.
Like, in the spine? 4th disc down?
Maybe.
Lionel, can I take a look at your back?
Sure, why not? Can't get any weirder at this point.
Hey, buddy, you okay?
We'll see.
Well, anyway, let's take a look at you.
Yeah. Well, let's go upstairs. Can't be taking off my shirt around all the product.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take upstairs to my apartment.
Everything okay, Anik?
With me, yes, it's next door, but they seem to be acting on it. But there's a very intense, melty plastic smell in my house right now. So, atmospheric, very atmospheric.
Yeah, definitely open up your windows if you can.
No, I'm closing them. It's next door.
I meant like outside. Unless it's coming.
It's coming in from outside,
okay.
so.
I see that.
But
Yeah.
I have about 29 things plugged in, so when I smell burny plastic, I first unplug things and then I see what's actually happening.
Valid.
So yeah, cool. I missed absolutely everything, but carry on.
We're just taking Lionel upstairs to get his shirt off.
Yeah.
Oh, and I missed this? Am I joining you? Is Talia at least there for this?
At the moment.
Excellent. Carry on.
So yeah, we're in Lionel's apartment. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
The question is, Lionel, is it just, I don't think we all should. It's weird if we're all there, just to be serious. Should we go just stay downstairs and Scott?
Like, whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, sure, we can just go up if you want.
I think that would be the best way. And I'm eyeing my dear little niece.
Recognition on Scott's face.
Just holler if there's anything serious, and I need to look from Met point of view, but and we will just stay down here in ear's reach. Just yell.
Sure thing. Come on, Scott. Let's get going. Let's go on. And Scott is not good at comforting people, but he's going to try by blabbering about everything. Wow, it's been a doozy of a few days, right? I mean, or the same day. It's the things that have been happening. You must be so shook, but that's cool. That's what you'd expect, I guess. I wouldn't worry too much about that body in the fridge. It's probably nothing.
I think this is the first time I've heard you speak this much, Scott.
Yeah. Honestly, Lionel, I'm clutching at straws here. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. I mean, you've been coming around selling stuff. You know my policy by now. Is there anything you ever need to talk about? I'm always around. Just put my hand on your shoulder. Comforting. Squeezing.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, thank you to Mal, who donates to using his Patreon to give us a complication. Honestly, I feel like I'm telling everyone at this point. I just feel so trapped. You keep a secret?
Always. People wouldn't talk to me if I couldn't.
I was a jailbird for a long time. I really don't like feeling trapped.
Well, you seem to be getting some time to be on your own. Just explore the wilderness around here, at least, right?
You can't go maybe 100 yards? I went out hunting. Sure, I stood at the 100-yard sort of border to catch deer, but you head west, you come back to completely normal. You head east, you come back to completely normal. North, completely normal. South, completely normal. No matter which way you go, we can't get out of here.
I mean, with the way things been going around lately, can't be too surprised, honestly. I mean, I'm here, and I'm also dead down there.
I don't know what's going on.
We were in a house that disappeared, and we're back on the street. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if none of this was real. I don't know if you're real, honestly.
You feel pretty real to me.
It's comforting that you've been.
No, go on.
That's fine.
Can both of you make me? This is gonna come very as a surprise, but a spot hidden and a listen check.
Scott just falling over here.
You guys are so great at what you do. Oh my god. Okay. We can proceed.
So, I'm guessing we're checking to see if my back pain's the same as that one down there.
Yeah, that's my fear. I mean, Crystal said it was probably the cause of death was repeated stabbings in the back, and then you're saying that you got back pain? Seems pretty weird.
Yeah. All right.
And as you lift up Lionel's shirt, you see multiple scar marks, or multiple scars. And in one of these scars, you see just a metal, or something kind of like, what's it called? Like sticking out of the scar, like as if there was an object.
Hey, you've got something jammed in your back there. There's something in that. Okay, first of all, you got a ton of scars. They match the body downstairs. Looks like you've been stabbed in the back, which is real freaky, but hey, don't you freak out about that. You leave the freaking out to me. Maybe
Is it bleeding?
it's not yet, but I've got a feeling when I remove this thing, it might be. You want me to pull it out?
It's probably gonna hurt, ain't it?
Probably is, yeah. It might be best if you lay down, maybe grip something in your teeth.
All right. You sure you know how to do this?
Oh, I've been pulling apart animals for years.
Yeah. Are you sure you know how to do this?
I mean, I'm fairly sure I could. I mean, I suppose Crystal is a doctor if you'd prefer. But I figure lay you on your front so that the blood's not gonna, come pouring out of you.
Just saying, I ain't no animal you're trying to skin right now, so.
Have you got any whiskey around here?
Should be under the cupboard.
All right. Well, I mean, I would say lay on your front so that the blood doesn't come pouring out. Pull it out, cover it in whiskey, and wrap it up. But I mean, if you want, I can get Crystal up. It's up to you. You know, this is your back.
That might be for the best, honestly.
All right. Well, you try not to move too much. Don't catch it or anything. Go to the Crystal.
Yes?
We're gonna need someone with medical experience up here.
Okay. I will just look at Carmen and Talia. You two are okay just for a second here alone? If anything happens, please yell.
Sounds good. We'll do that.
And I will just tap Talia on the head to annoy her extra. Be a good girl. And we'll go upstairs. Carefully peeking into the room. What can I do?
Well, take a look for yourself. First of all, it looks like Lionel's been, as we expected, in the back. But also, I'm gonna pull up Lionel's shirt again. Sorry, Lionel. You can see right there. There's a thing.
What? She would just stare at it for just a second, like taking in how on earth, especially how on earth is someone stuck in there, because that is the weirdest thing of all of it.
Is it supposed to hurt? Because it don't really hurt.
I mean, I was just gonna get him to lay down, put something in his teeth, rip it out, pour some whiskey on it, and wrap it up. But
that sounds like a torture way. Sure, but maybe we can make it less painful.
Let him drink the whiskey first.
That is always a good option. Sammy, looking at it, would I have the feeling we can remove it without really making it basically worse?
Yeah, it's very much on the surface. It looks like one of those things where, like, when you get cut and like something gets, like a piece of glass gets like wedged in, and your skin just happens to like grow over it. But like you could easily like just cut it out.
Okay.
It kind of seems like something like that.
Lionel, I'm sure you have somewhere a sharp knife or razor. Razor's probably better. And some alcohol, some bandage.
Straight razor in the bathroom.
I'll go grab that. Thank you very much, Azarin, who gives a reroll to all of us.
Thank you.
Except Sammy.
It's for the players.
Is it bad that I can't feel it, Crystal? Does that mean?
No, it's a good thing. That means it's not wedged in somewhere where it's really damaging you. It's like more in just the flesh and skin part. So it should be easy to remove. If you would feel it, we would have much more trouble.
All right.
I'll go grab the razor and I'll dash out towards the bathroom.
When did it start that you felt that? Just when we were sitting downstairs?
Yeah, just all of a sudden, my back started hurting, and Scott asked me about the scars.
They really look like on the other body, but
I think the scars weren't there before, though. I don't know what's going on.
you would remember if you would have scars, so especially. But they don't look fresh, so.
Yeah,
but hey, we had weird things around here. Let's first of all get you cleaned up and get that thing out, and then we will figure something out. I will just give him a hand on the shoulder, like a little squeeze. It will be okay. I don't know how, but you're not alone in this. You have 4 wonderful, crazy people with you, so you can at least count on us.
Yeah. Hopefully we can just get through this, and then things just will continue on like usual. You know, just everything will come back to normal.
And as Scott returns with the knife or a razor, I think you were looking for a razor, right?
Yeah, I'll go get the straight razor out of the bathroom. I mean, it's probably near the sink, right?
Yeah. And as you reach for it, you notice that this razor is dull. It's like a butter knife. It's not going to cut anything.
Oh, hell. Well, but this is a butcher shop, right? He's got to have sharpening equipment down here. Strange he let his razor go so bad. I'll just go
There
down.
should be a strop in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll look around for a strop, yeah.
And as you find it, it too is dull.
Oh shit, this thing's run ragged. This ain't gonna sharpen a damn thing.
Or, yeah, sorry, as you sharpen it, it's still dull. Sorry. I'm glad you caught what I meant. I'm tired.
Alright, I got you. Hey, Lionel, your razor's blunt as all hell, and the strop's knackered, so I'm just gonna run downstairs and sharpen it.
If not, get a small knife that is sharp.
Yeah, there should be honing stones downstairs.
Important, it's sharp and not too big.
Alright. Go downstairs to Carmen and Talia. Look, I'm gonna try and sharpen up this razor, but if in the meantime one of you could find a real sharp knife, that's preferably small, that'd be great.
Yes,
I'm gonna start tearing through the kitchen as well.
I'll move into the kitchen just to kind of watch everything that's happening.
If I do find whiskey under the sink, I'll have a nice swig before we carry on, though.
You do not find whiskey, but you do find a knife, or a lot of knives. It's not difficult to find knives.
No.
They're all dull. Thank you, Mal, for the complication.
Thank God, I thought there was gonna be a health inspector turn up.
That would be so much worse. I'm sure Auntie Crystal has very long fingernails.
Nope.
Yeah, pity.
So hang on a minute, so while Scott's sharpening this razor, you two are going through the kitchen, so Scott doesn't need to worry about Talia interaction? Awesome.
And as you're sharpening this knife, you realize it's not getting any sharper. You can sharpen it all you want.
What the hell? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm just gonna leave it by the side and let Lionel do it. You know, like... I must be doing this wrong. Have you found anything?
Nothing that isn't dull.
God damn it. Okay, this might might not be.
I'm giving up on the finding the knife bit. I'm just sitting on the side, holding. It's really hard to tell. It fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. I'm just gonna sit for a second and remember times I was considerably more in control of my life.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a sanity check. And what are the rest of you doing?
Scott, you just need something sharp, right? Does it have to be a knife?
I mean, not really. I suppose we could also get away with pliers or something if Crystal doesn't mind a little bit of a rip. Preferably.
Is there anything glass around? besides the windows, obviously, but like, is there any cups or any glassware?
Um. Oh no. Are you still there, Ray?
I think I'm here.
Okay.
Am I here?
Yeah. I mean, I would assume so, right? I would assume you'd have glassware in your kitchen. Unless you're a plastic only guy.
Yeah, there'd be glass.
Like glass cups or something?
Yeah. Cups, knives, or glass cups, real plates, not plastic or paper.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's see here. Plate would probably be better, wouldn't it? Don't you reckon, Carmen? Get one nice long shot of plate.
Yeah, that will probably work the best. I think it'll make the cleanest edge for him.
So, Scott will take a plate. Upstairs, you'll just hear a loud smash. And I'll pick up the biggest shard and take it upstairs.
I will look a bit weirded out why he's coming over.
Look, all the knives are blunt. I can't seem to sharpen them. Here's a plate.
No, it's fine. Everything seems to be breaking around me anyways.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Well, obviously someone wants nothing sharp near you because we could maybe find something out.
Yeah. Do what you have to, I guess.
We will try to get you a new... You brought me the whole plate or just a piece of the plate?
Just a piece of the plate, a nice long shard.
Can I test it? Is it sharp, Sammy, or is it dull?
You know, I think that I'm going to have Scott, make a strength check. Strength roll. Did it not? Has it showed up for anybody else? Is mine just being laggy again? Scott, do you want to make me a strength roll, Scott?
Scott, sorry, I thought you meant.
Yeah. Cool. It's just not very.
Oh boy, I'll use a reroll on that.
Okay. If not, bring me a plate. One plate. No, it's not working.
Oh my god! I'll spend 2 luck. Thank you very much, Tater and Michael, who gifted me another 3 earlier.
So this is, you go to cut and it cuts. It works.
Okay.
It works good enough. It's not ideal, but it works.
Better than a blunt knife ripping everything open. Lionel, you might want to have a drink first.
Good idea. Takes a long swig of whiskey.
Okay.
And did I also get some bandages and things like whatever you usually have, like in a first aid kit?
Yeah, I assume.
There'd be one in the shop because of code.
This will hurt a bit. I will try to make a 1, 2, 3 count, but cut on probably 1.5.
Yeah. And do you want to make me a medicine check?
I have this.
You got this. Like, this should actually be a lot more painful than it is. Like, you managed to do this very, very well. As if you have, like, all the instruments you needed. You were, just like, you were, like as if you're, like, a doctor or something. And you cut open. And as you cut into it, this looks like a metal shard in his back. Probably about the thickness of a knife or a cleaver. But not the full size. It's definitely not like this big, right? It's just a small shard of it that you pull out. And as I'm sure you kind of stitch him up a little bit, because I assume you have like stitching stuff in your bag and everything. I assume you have all that, and you get it cleaned up nicely, and just have this shard.
I would basically, when I have the shard, look at it weirdly, hand it to Scott, and then finish basically cleaning up, closing up, just in between, like seeing if Lionel is okay, and make Lionel drink another sip, and then probably drink a bit myself.
And Lionel, like you kind of felt like you felt it a little bit, but it kind of just feels like, like when you hit a scrape or something. Like, this wasn't that painful at all.
Well, that was quicker than I thought. Barely felt it.
Tried my best not to be too harsh. Usually my patients don't moan or say anything if something goes wrong. But Scott, to me that looks like a piece of a knife or cleaver or some kind of thing. What do you think?
It definitely looks like something. I mean, would you say this is butcher's grade? Lionel?
It's definitely sharp. I mean...
Well, hell, hold on to it. Apparently sharp knives are like chicken's teeth around here.
How?
Am I alone in the kitchen at this point?
I believe Carmen is watching you.
How focused does Carmen look on, like, while watching me?
You're muted, Carmen.
Can't hear.
Can't hear you at all.
Or yeah, we can't hear.
Well, she's clearly distracted.
I hope not.
Does that work? Am I back?
Yep.
Yes, but still a little.
Am I crackly?
A little body.
Okay.
Oh, it works.
Okay.
Okay.
If I have the feeling she's properly not paying attention to me, I'm gonna turn away a little bit and look at some of the items currently in my possession. There's a few pill bottles nobody would let me look at properly before.
Okay.
And there's a gold coin.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the coin at all yet, but I'm slightly more worried about being discovered with all these pill bottles. So I'll start with those. I want to try and, like, read the label or anything.
There's no label on
No
these.
label. Do they all look the same?
Mm-hmm.
Boring. I'll put those back in my pocket. I'll have a look at the gold coin.
Okay. Looks like a gold coin. It's gold and coiny.
Gold and coiny. No face stamped on it.
I mean, I don't.
Minted date.
Nope. It's just plain gold. And can you make me a spot hidden check?
Yes.
Perfect. As you look at this coin, it's a very reflective coin. And behind you, you see a little girl.
My first instinct would be to turn around, but I squash it. I try to sort of get a better look at her while looking at the reflection. Like, I don't want to freak out right away, because that hasn't helped me yet. And I still haven't had a good look at her at all, I think. I especially want to see if she looks like a certain blonde who buys steak every week. But just in general, I want to have a better look at her. What does she look like, other than tiny and terrifying?
It's a blonde little girl. It's the same little girl that you saw before. Same dress. Same everything.
She's just standing there looking at me. Or is she not looking at me? She's just standing there.
Nope. She's walking towards you.
Great.
Getting closer. Closer. Until you feel a tug on your shirt.
I'll turn around a bit, because that made her go away last time.
As you turn around and look down, you see a little girl looking at you, tugging on your shirt.
I'll say very loudly, so hopefully Carmen snaps out of whatever's fascinating her and just go, "Hello, little blonde girl. Can I help you?"
She just tugs on your shirt. And as she's tugging, she kind of starts walking away, tugging a little more. But like not, she's like starts walking, but like is waiting for you to.
Can I give Carmen a kick and walk along with the girls? Are they within range? I don't know how big this shop is.
Are you close enough, Carmen?
As she said in chat, she's following me.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, sorry, I didn't see. Thank you.
No, that's fine. She can't talk. So.
Yeah. No, that was why I asked a yes or no question.
Yeah. I'll do the ever unwise thing and follow the ghost.
Okay. So you follow her, and she leads you out to the back of the shop.
Yep. Great.
You walk down the alley towards the hotel. And you walk in front of the hotel. And she points to just this bloody mess on the ground.
What size is the bloody mess on the ground?
It's, it's just blood. I'm sorry. It's not like a lump. It's just blood on the ground.
Okay. I thought it was like...
Nope.
Pieces of people.
Nope.
Just
sorry.
blood.
Just blood.
Is this where we found Lionel the second
Yes.
or Lionel the first, depending on who?
Yes, this is the exact spot that you found Lionel.
Great. I'll turn to the little girl. Is I still see her?
Mm-hmm.
Is she still holding my sleeve?
Mm-hmm.
Well, A, I'm not cleaning this up for you. You're on your own. And B, the corpse that was here is actually back where we came from. So we just if you want to possess him or something.
And as you're talking to her, you just see a tear run down her cheek.
Oh, it's okay. Don't cry. We have a spare one. There's still one alive. Just trying to keep the ghost happy, guys. It's okay. We have an extra one. We have.
And she pulls you along. If you are willing. If you will.
Yeah. No. I've committed, or either I should be committed, or I am committed. I'll just.
And she pulls you
along
to where the grocer's booth usually is.
Yeah.
But farmer's market isn't set up today. And to the spot in the ground
where Mark died. And she just points. I don't think we have an extra one of those. Sorry.
Friend.
Mark was your friend?
And she's gone.
Fuck. Is Carmen behind me?
I believe she's still following.
Great, just great. I am going to grab a pill bottle, open it up, chug back a pill, close it up, and turn around to Carmen going, did you see that? Because I saw that. I think I saw that. I think we still can't hear Carmen in general, so I'm just gonna these little rhetorical questions.
She did
Great.
see that. I will answer that for her.
Okay.
Fun.
This is great. This is the second time the creepy little girl touched me. I needed to either shower or burn some sage or both. Both is good. Let's just go back to where we came from.
So are you heading back to the butcher shop?
Yeah, following the same path. Just
cool.
Seeing if something else is weird there as well.
Okay. And okay, and so Carmen's following you with her hand on your shoulder. And can you all make me a dexterity check?
All?
All. Everybody.
We do? Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do something else?
Nico, kun jij kijken waarom de hond blaft?
I'm rolling so bad today. Even like.
Oh. How on earth?
I guess I can spend the 5 luck.
So
can I give my reroll?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can.
To Carmen or Scott? Who confused her more?
Scott, you mean Carmen or Lionel?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, but he said he was spending the luck.
Yeah, so he's spending.
I'll give it to Carmen.
Yeah.
She's further away from succeeding.
Okay, good. As you guys are walking back, and as the people in the shop are kind of examining this metal shard, you feel a sudden lurch. And you all manage to catch yourself. Things go dark, and then they go back light. And Talia and Carmen, you guys notice as you look around that the shops aren't in the same order or aren't in the same spot that they were before. Thank you, Azorin. I'm horrible with names, for the complication.
Yeah, thanks, Azorin.
What complication?
I didn't know he bought her one either, but apparently.
Didn't he? I believe so. Or if he
Oh,
didn't,
the one,
then...
the one from
Well, a few weeks back?
two games ago.
No, I already did that one. Oh, did he not? Well, you guys got a complication either way.
Yay!
Yay!
I must have misread chat.
It's fine. Everything's fine. So,
Can
I have
still in the shop, just to be curious in parallel?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Are we still at Lionel Space?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're still in Lionel's shop. You're muted.
standard question. Yeah, sorry. There's also fighting dogs. So,
Okay. Yeah, it knows.
what does my phone say? Time, date, etc. And do you want to describe to me where the shops are now, or can I get a before and after map?
I will update the map eventually. It says that it is 12 o'clock p.m. on
So
September.
midnight.
No, other way. 12 noon.
Can we do military time for us,
Oh,
for Europeans?
it's still 1200.
1200.
Yep. On the 21st of September.
Thank you. Yep.
Well, hey, that's changed, right? It was like 10:30 on the 18th stuck.
No. We were on the 20th, and then we spent a few hours in the butcher shop, and then it was actually by the time the blonde chick came in, was the regular morning of the 21st.
So time.
I did actually. Time's acting fairly normally.
So time's completely normal. Great.
Yeah, everything else is fucked. Time's doing okay right now. I did, yeah, but I had to check and chat with Sammy as well because I thought I missed it as well. But we are on the 21st.
So as you look, the butcher's shop is where the doctor's office was.
Oh no, that was a terrible place.
The candle maker is now the first shop to the east of that main intersection.
Yeah.
The hotel has stayed in the same spot, though.
And the doctors?
The doctor, well, you can't see you don't know where the doctor is at.
That's very fair. Yeah, I think we were still heading back to the rest because we said we weren't going to split the party, but then I got very distracted, and not by something attractive.
And are you taking that same alley route back, or are you just going to go straight back?
I don't think there's much point in taking the alley route back if the butcher's not where it used to be, right?
Okay.
And everything's going to be weird anyway. I'll just go straightest way back.
Okay.
Actually, might be interesting to see if the blood's behind the butcher. Yeah, no, we'll take the alleyway. See where the blood went.
Okay.
Sorry, thinking. We'll go back and see if we can, if the death scene, corpse finding place moved, or if it's not
Okay.
shifted, even though the shops have.
Okay. So the body was in front of the hotel.
Yeah.
Which has not moved.
Okay, so the bloodstains are still in front of the hotel.
The bloodstains are still in front of the hotel. And as you go back and you go through the alley, can you make me a spot hidden check? Actually, can both you and Carmen make me a spot hidden check?
I should have put waypoints in there.
And so, as you were heading back, we will pan over to the butcher's shop, where all you felt was a lurch, and everything seems to be fine.
Did you all feel
What
that?
are you all doing?
Yeah, it was weird. I'm now paranoid as my little niece pulling out my phone, looking time and date.
Oh, they should still be downstairs, right? I'll just go and check on them.
Yeah, we should all go check on them.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah. Let's stick together again.
We don't get earthquakes around here.
Let's do so, Lionel, if you're feeling up to. Let's go down, and I will just call out for Talia and probably not get an answer. But meanwhile, I would look still at my phone. Time and date is the same that Talia had. Where the hell are they?
That youngin's always getting herself into trouble, ain't she?
At least Carmen is not there as well, so I hope they are together. Can I pull out my phone and call Talia?
Okay. You pull out your phone
Mm-hmm.
and call Talia. And Talia, as you are walking, before you get to the alley, as you are walking down, you hear your phone ring or vibrate, or however your phone decides to alert you that there is somebody calling.
Yeah, I'll put it. If Carmen's next to me, so I'll put it on speaker. Be polite about it. Yeah, hi. Don't worry, we're on our way back.
Where are you? We felt a weird shaking.
Yes, that was the shops rearranging themselves.
What?
We'll be right there. We'll fill you in on. I had a little meeting with an apparition.
Did you see the girl?
Yes, I did. Like I said, we're almost there. I'll fill you in when we're as in a group again.
Okay, I will just, let's keep the line open until you're here. You don't have to just
No, that's fine. I mean, Carmen's touching
case.
her, so just to be on the safe side. No, there was I saw a reflection, and then the little girl was there, and she was pulling on my shirt to follow her. So I grabbed Carmen, and off we went. And yeah, weird. We'll fill you in a second. The weird tectonic activity was the fact that the shops aren't in the order they used to be. Like, we're heading towards you now, which is, it used to be going towards the doctors, but that's where the butcher is now.
Oh, and I would have it on speaker as well, so Lionel and Scott would have heard that. And meanwhile, Crystal would move towards the window or a door to look outside.
Lionel says, that girl always chooses to make things the most difficult way, don't she?
Yeah, if I can hear that through the speakerphone, I'll go, but you'd know!
What? How would I know? I don't know you.
You and her go way back. I'm assuming you're talking about the annoying blonde girl, because nothing's ever my fault.
I'll put the mic out for a second. Don't get into fighting, please. At the moment, that's not helpful. We all saw the girl one or another time, so something is happening. Could we focus on the shops rearranged?
Well, she ain't exactly being helpful either now.
I'll make the speaker on again. And I'll walk towards the door where they would come in and peek out. Not walk out, just stick my head outside and see if we moved space.
And you did. You look out, and you are now on the western side of town. I updated my map. Look at me. I'm all professional. So you are here. And you were here before.
Now even lost the best spot in the town. Today's just peachy.
Well, your shop is still there. And you're still alive. So that's good things. And I'm sorry you're still stuck with us, crazy people.
Well, you're all stuck with me. One or the other, I guess.
At what point do we come back in the... Nothing as far away was the...
Yeah,
you guys are in the alley. And while they're muted, you both see in one of the dumpsters a hand sticking out.
I'm so glad I succeeded that roll.
Mm-hmm. Can you both make me sanity checks? And as Carmen takes out her gun, the hand disappears.
We're just gonna hurry back.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You can hear Talia muttering under her breath. Ik ben zo klaar met deze onzin. Ik wil gewoon naar huis. Yeah, no. Walking to the butcher.
Okay. And you guys enter into the butcher's shop and are greeted by Crystal, Scott, and Lionel. Yes, go ahead.
If Carmen comes in with her gun out, Scott will immediately grab his rifle up from wherever it is, assuming there's trouble.
Don't worry, Scott. The thing she grabbed her gun for has already disappeared again. As it does around here.
Disappeared again? This is the strangest shit.
What did you see? And I will pull Talia in and give her a hug, just to be happy she's there and we were pulled apart in a time traveling, I have no idea thing.
Okay. I was just sitting here. And I saw the creepy girl in my reflection, or in a reflection behind me, and tried to get a real good look at her. And then she was moving towards me. And then I looked behind me, because last time when I did that, she disappeared. So that seemed like a really good idea to do. But she didn't disappear, and she grabbed my shirt, and she started tugging me for me to come along. So I got Carmen to come with me, because I know we didn't split the party, but something's really, really weird here, and I really don't want to be here anymore. And I think finding out what's going on is the way to get out of here. And Scott isn't talking, and Lionel isn't talking about what's going on. So someone has to discover something at some point in time. So I followed the creepy little girl. And first she went to the place where we found Lionel's body. And she just sort of pointed at him and cried at him. And I tried to tell her it's fine. We have a spare Lionel. He's here. He's alive. She can cuddle this one instead of the dead one if that's what she wants to do in her life. I don't even care anymore. But then no, we had to keep going. And she went to a place where Mark, half died. Because he didn't technically die there. So I'm not sure it's where they died. It's just where something tragic happened. Because he died at the doctor's office. And we didn't go to the doctor's office. Anyway, she cried some more, said, friend, and then she disappeared. And then there was the search, and then the shops moved, and I hate this place.
Oh, so you follow the trouble like usual.
How close am I to Lionel when he says that?
As close as you want to be.
I would very much like to punch him for that remark.
Do you want to do damage with this punch? Either way,
No, I think
you have your unarmed.
I have my unarmed. I don't think I punched that hard. I'm a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
But yes,
so
I would like to hurt. I would like to try to hurt him.
Oh, I was gonna say, even just to see if you actually hit him.
Being a rude asshole. This is his freaking town.
I don't. Just blanket statement. I don't. Okay, this doesn't matter. I don't know how PvP combat works.
Me neither.
And
it doesn't help that Crystal is still like half hugging me, so it's a lunge while someone is.
So you're like,
that doesn't really work.
Yeah. And so you go to punch him.
Yeah, and I'll just say, you keep your snark to yourself, you creepy 12-year, 32-year-old, semi-dead twin butcher freak. I am done with your shit.
Yeah, and yes, as she misses, Lionel's just gonna pick her up and throw her over his shoulder. You know, like in the movies, it's like, I'm just gonna hold you here till you calm down.
I hope you have a lot of strength. I'm very calm right now. Just very done with your bullshit.
Yelling at each other is obviously the best solution at the moment.
Excuse me, the adult is the one being a snarky asshole.
You
told you what happened, as requested.
You did, and Lionel, you ran after the girl as well, so...
He picked up his own corpse when everyone said he shouldn't. He's the king of good ideas.
We are all just trying our best to figure out what happens.
I don't have the feeling he's trying that hard because, I don't know, there's a book that's related to him, there's all kinds of weird things, and he's just... You can put me down, I won't try to punch you again. Anytime very soon.
I'll give you a couple minutes.
I could care less.
I will just grab a drink and sit down somewhere. This will be ruined for me after this game. I love it so much.
It's great. You're welcome.
While I'm hanging out here, what did you discover from cutting up Lionel the first or the second or the 1.5? And has Scott mentioned why he wears the same clothes as the girl's dad in the pictures?
Talia, I know you're real upset, and this is all real confusing. But we seem to be the only people in this town who are acknowledging that anything strange is going on, and we're gonna need to work together.
I want to explain it to Lionel, he's the one being rude.
But you too, my lady. Your tone is also not helpful. Lionel, could you just set her down, please?
Alright, I'll put down the little lady.
Thank you very much. And first of all, Lionel, you're not a spare looking at my niece, very unhappy about the wording she chose on that. And the body is a body that got murdered. Nothing special. Everything you've seen. We didn't find anything else. And on the clothes, Talia, I'm quite sure there are a lot of people wearing plaid shirts.
I mean, this is just from, like, you know, it's just hunter's gear. It could be any hunter.
Does everyone get a warm and fuzzy feeling when they hold a purse we found in a house that no longer exists?
Which is kind of true.
Maybe true, and I wish I could answer your questions, but you're not helping right now. All you're doing is making me feel worse.
Scott, did Lionel have a look at the purse? Maybe it rings a bell for him?
I'll toss it to Lionel.
As you look at it, Lionel, you don't It's the purse.
There's nothing inside either. Nothing.
I mean, there's the standard. Everything's inside.
Yeah.
Can't tell what it is. Yeah,
I recognize.
but nothing recognizable to you.
I mean, this purse don't mean nothing to me. It's just some purse.
And as you guys are talking, the weather has started to change to an overcast sky. Sorry, you can keep going. I just wanted to make sure you knew so that you didn't think I was throwing that out of nowhere.
I mean, is
Well-
anybody else anything else weird? I mean, we got the purse. We got, I guess, my 2 knives now.
We have the cookbook.
A cookbook.
We have the pill bottles we found. We have pictures, some torn up, some in one piece.
Who has those pill bottles, by the way? It's not in this purse.
I have at least the ones Talia gave me.
We have a part of her permanent record. We also have a note.
I think
Right.
that Talia does raise a good point as well. Despite her tone, she does make a good point that most of this seems to be affecting Lionel and me. Is there anything that the 3 of you ladies have had happen that ties
Like
you in any way?
Carmen and I have seen the girl. First in the bathroom in the creepy house and just now. Other than that,
I heard it, but yeah, nothing really.
So maybe the...
Carmen agrees that the little girl often appears around Talia and me.
especially
That's
around
what Carmen.
you,
That's what
Talia.
Carmen said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially around you, Talia. Maybe she feels comfortable. Maybe she feels like she can open up to you or something.
Maybe she's also an instant little brat and she understands me.
I don't know how to deal with you right now.
Any way you see fit. Already been manhandled once today. Feel free.
Please don't. But in general, you probably we all have a point. The girl definitely seemed to trust you. If not, she wouldn't have pulled you out and showed you things that we already know.
She either trusts me or she's targeting me for the next horrible thing to happen. Who knows?
As you guys are talking, it has started to rain.
Carmen is asking if Talia deals with occult things. Which might be one of my hobbies, yes. Kinda, sorta.
Oh hell, that sounds pretty good right now. I mean, I never believed in any of that stuff. I used to think it was bull, but I mean, could you do something like that?
I've never tried it on my own. I've always done this with my coven.
Of course.
Scott does not laugh. He does not laugh.
Yeah, well, Crystal knows why I needed to leave the country, so I don't think she's laughing either.
I just live with the fact that it's like it is.
I mean,
And I've seen worse. A coven is not the thing that scares Crystal.
we've moved way past coven in the last 3 days. I mean, like I said, I've never tried it just me. But I don't think we can like call out and get my coven to help, so I guess that would be it. I do have some items that you would need for this sort of thing that I may have borrowed off of my coven leader.
You will have fun coming back home, as it seems. But
That's a few months away, right?
If time stays normal.
Yeah, there you go. Otherwise, it's even further away. They'll have even longer to forget. I mean, there's also a reason I need to go to school in a different town when I come home. So
Well, look,
this isn't news to a lot of people.
Can we use these skills now? That's the real question, right? Can we do something?
are you up for trying it? You don't have to if you're not.
Look, question to the keeper. At what point do we get tired now that it's days and days later?
You guys are starting to get tired.
Because I'd prefer to be slightly more rested before. And I'd also like to read up, make sure I have everything. I'd suggest, I want to say tomorrow, but it might not be tomorrow. I'd like more time to prepare, but yes, I think we could try this. Yes, I mean, when
Are you saying that we should get a rest?
so many things, not my first time.
Are we saying that we should get a rest?
Yeah,
Okay. I think that's.
I'd like a rest. I've had a weird day.
I mean, it's like midday or something crazy, but it's pretty dark outside with the rain. We could get some rest. I do not recommend.
We didn't sleep last night, right?
Yeah,
So
I know, but I do not recommend splitting up. I suggest we all stay together. Lionel, is it all right if we all stay here in your place?
Yeah. I don't think any of us have eaten either. Should I? Do y'all want to cook, or do you want me to cook or something?
Hell, I've got that venison. We can cook that up. You still got a barbecue out back, right?
I mean, it's raining. I can always cook it inside, but sure.
Oh, hell, a little bit of rain won't stop us. Just give me an umbrella.
Let's make some early dinner, late lunch, and then have a rest.
yep, sounds good to me.
You all ever had venison tacos? Those things are good.
No, but I'm willing to try.
I love that you guys trust Scott's meat and you don't trust Lionel's meat.
I don't trust either, but I have to eat something.
Yeah. And you guys, Scott cooks a lovely meal. And as Scott's cooking, the little girl passes by, kind of not paying him any attention. Passes by again.
Who's all seeing this? Everyone?
Scott, I'm assuming everybody else is inside while he's cooking.
I don't think we would leave anyone alone.
I think we'd be in the
anywhere.
one and the same room semi forever now.
If he's cooking out, okay. If you guys want,
Yeah,
if
we're
he's
sticking-
cooking outside. Okay.
I mean, I would just place the barbecue real near to the house, and
Yeah, I figured it was one of those like he's sitting in the doorway, and everybody else is like on the inside trying not to get wet.
Yeah, at least to have eyesight and.
But yeah,
and-
like we're and so that was kind of the image I was picturing.
Mhm.
And so yeah, Scott's the only person that sees this.
So I'm out here on my own, am I? Just like flipping sausages and Lionel's making up some tacos, is he? Well, that's great. I'll just cook up some chicken then, I guess.
Thought we were having venison tacos.
Oh yeah. Do you have any? Oh yeah, no, we're gonna make venison. Yeah, venison tacos. Yeah.
And I
Just,
still got the
cook
sausage.
up the flanks. Yeah.
Ground beef, if y'all want to just toss that on.
I mean, does anyone see any reason not to chuck on some beef and sausage? Am I hearing a little trepidation?
I don't really know. Something strychnine. I don't want to go the way Mark did.
But they ate frozen steak.
Why would you? There's a very fair chance it didn't look frozen to him.
Hey, hang on a minute. How on earth did they get their hands on frozen steak? We were just looking for a place to freeze the body, and we couldn't find a freezer nowhere.
It was frozen in the refrigerator when we found it the first time.
Yep.
It was the only thing that wasn't rotten. So I don't think it's exactly abiding by the laws of nature.
Oh, yeah.
Let's stick to the deer you hunt down. I think that is probably the safest call.
Well, hell, there's a lot of meat there. If one of you wants to get the sausage maker, we can make some venison sausages and whack them in some buns.
Yeah.
Lionel can show us how it's done. Sure.
Get a bit of variety, tacos, some sausages. Maybe make up some
Easy.
patties.
I don't know if you exactly want to grind up the venison, but no. I guess with the right spices, we can get out some of that gaminess.
Just be a little rich, that's all.
They can handle.
Say, Talia, whilst they're sorting out the meats, why don't we stand out here together and have a little conversation?
Yeah, if Aunt Crystal lets me out of touching distance for 5 minutes, yeah.
When Scott asks for it, I will probably try to get Lionel to make sausages, which sounds totally wrong, but in context, totally okay.
Definitely.
And they say I have a tone. No, you go make sausages with Lionel, please do.
I'll definitely have a look at Crystal though when I'm like saying this and do like the big.
Okay.
I'll talk her straight. You know that look.
That will be interesting. And Crystal will try to keep Lionel busy by asking a lot of stupid questions, probably, but getting taught how to do this.
Thank you very much, Sage, for the raid. Huge raid coming in. Welcome, everyone. We're playing some Pulp Cthulhu. As we're like flipping sausages, then I guess
Welcome to the academy.
Scott will. Look, I'm sorry if you felt a bit victimized in there.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Felt like I was getting singled out, whereas other people in this group have made similar decisions.
I don't think any of us are alone in making bad decisions or being real confused about what's going on here. I wish I could tell you more about that purse or the people behind it, but I can.
I don't know if you can or if you won't. I mean, it's just the 5 of us. If we make it through this, the chances you'll see Crystal and me again by the time we're back in Europe, it's not gonna happen.
I know. Look, I have no memory of any women in my life, okay? I've been otherwise detained for most of my life.
Detained? Cute orange jumpsuit?
Ah, shit. Okay, look. I don't think this is a group we can have secrets from, so I'll be...
Hey, I'm not judging. I mean, I haven't spent a lot of time behind bars, but I've spent some. Of course, prison in the Netherlands is considerably more comfortable than the ones in America, I assume.
Look, I was in the army for a lot of years, and then I ended up in prison for another lot of years.
Now you're stuck here.
Welcome to the academy.
Man, the universe has it out for you.
I just keep getting stuck places. But I ain't never had a wife or girlfriend or anything to do with that purse.
I believe that you believe that, but Lionel believes he grew up here, and we see proof that he didn't. And I think there's a lot of things we think we know about each other that aren't, or about ourselves, that aren't necessarily true here.
I don't know, I'm clinging on to what I know because the shops keep moving around, the things keep moving around, everything's changing. The only thing that seems to be staying constant to me is us. So I'm trying to hold on.
That's fair. I am sorry I tried to take a swing at Lionel, but he was being a jerk, and everything seems to be centered around him, and all he does is sharpen his knife and check his order book and carry his own corpse around. There's a limit to what I can take, and he was the exact worst person to snark at me at that particular point in time.
He's just trying to cope like everyone else.
I just don't know why Carmen, Crystal, and me got pulled in. I'm not even sure why you got pulled in, but you have some, even if you don't remember, a tactile connection. Everything seems to be centered around Lionel, and I don't know why there were other people on that train when it broke down. Why are Crystal, Carmen, and me the ones that are in with this?
I don't know.
I refuse to believe it's because I stole one little ritual book.
You did a what now?
I borrowed. So get it back when I get home.
Do you have that on you?
Yeah, obviously.
And the ghost
I'm
person
not leaving that at the hotel.
Talia, hang on a minute, are you not putting this together? And the ghost person seems real comfortable talking to you? Are we not seeing...
She said one word, but she's also around all of you. You're seeing flames and shadows. It's not just me.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that, but you're looking
if
for
I
a
was the
connection
only
to the
one
town?
who saw her.
Yeah, but you're looking for a connection to the town? You're wondering why you all got roped in and you bought a ritual book with you? I mean, I may
so
not
what's
be
Carmen
a rocket
doing
scientist, but...
So what's Carmen doing here? Does she have a ritual book?
I don't know.
Are her guns magical?
Maybe. How would we know?
What if they are? That would be so cool! Oh, I really want Carmen's guns to be magical right now.
Hang on a minute. I think... Look. Let's get this food cooked up, then maybe we should all have a sit down and have a real sensible talk with one another. And I mean, no wild accusations and violence. See if we can figure out what everyone's... I'll tell people about my time in the army and stuff. You can tell people about how you got your hands on this ritual book, and we'll see if that prompts Carmen to...
Spill the beans.
See if there's any reason she's been here. I mean, she could just be an unfortunate.
Yeah. That's probably wise.
Thank you. That's real adult of you, Talia.
I have my moments. They're few and far between, so enjoy them while they last.
And Scott's gonna attempt an awkward but fatherly hug and head ruffle.
Aww. Talia will allow this because her dad's the same way, so...
There we go. That's it. Fist on the shoulder.
It's wonderful.
And as you guys finish cooking up the sausages and you bring them in, you can all see through the front window pane. It's raining. There's a loud crack and a flash of light. A couple seconds go by, and the teenage girl that was in the store earlier comes storming in and says, Lionel, I told you to stop following me. Just stop. I've asked you multiple times. Please, please stop. You're starting to scare me now. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I knew it. Lionel's evil.
All we want is a nice rest, Sam. Just a nice rest.
We just wanted a dinner and a nap, man.
Peace and quiet dinner, chit chat.
Some venison, some secret sharing.
Wholesome secret sharing. That's
Yes.
the plan.
You know, some Cthulhu bonding time.
As Cthulhu is so famous for.
Bondage, tentacles, I'm sure we can work it out.
Well, you went there, typically.
You cannot be surprised by this.
No. Well, everyone, that is the end of the session. We will be heading over to Discord to, I would say talk, but it's more like conspiracy theorize about all of the weird things that Sammy is doing to us.
And yell at Sammy for doing them.
And yell at Sammy. And also talk about the new music today and how it's going to ruin our lives forever and all of that sort of thing. That'll all be very heavily featured over in the Discord, so do go and check that out. I will be giving you some closing links here. Please go and check them out. It includes that we do still have merch available, a lot of merch available. We also have sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Burdenstorm Publishing, who make this all very possible. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you in Discord for freakouts. Keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you in a couple of hours for Doors of Daenerys and next week for this show. Keep evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you later. Bye!